Hello, I am Tracy Reddy, dating strategist and consultant at the Tracy Reddy Company and creator of the Dating Masterclass, helping single women prepare for and attract healthy love. Please take a moment and like my video and subscribe to my channel, whether you're watching this on the Tracy Reddy TV YouTube channel or on the Dating Masterclass YouTube channel. Both are getting will be getting the same content at first, but at some point it's going to split off and be different content. So make sure you like them both. But my goal is to post about relationships, dating, hot topics that are in the news and involve dating and relationships. All things that have to do with dating, I will be either doing commentary on or providing just some tools and tips and things here for you, topics that are relevant to dating in 2020. So that being said, hot topic, right? I was speaking with one of my clients this past week, and I've talked to this young lady for quite a while now, and I never heard her say this. And this was the first time I heard it, and she said, "I hate dating." And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. And then she goes on to tell me because it feels unnatural, and you know, it's very disappointing, and it just takes a lot of energy. Like, okay. I said, well, you're doing it wrong. Point blank period, you're doing it wrong. And I say that with a little bit of humor, but you know, a little bitter and sweet, you know. Humor because, yeah, dating shouldn't be that stressful. I do not care who you are. I do not care where you're located. I do not care what your situation is. Dating is supposed to be fun, enjoyable, relaxing. And if it's not, I assure you, you're doing it wrong. And if it's not, I assure you, you're doing it wrong. We'll come back to that. So, after speaking with her, I got really curious. I was like, man, who else feels like dating is wrong? So I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook that have to do with relationships and dating and all that. And I said, I'm going to go to the groups and I'm going to ask the question, do you hate dating? About 95% of the ladies who were in these groups, and a few gentlemen in a couple of the groups, said yes, they hate dating. For some of the same reasons. It's disappointing. People out here just want sex. People out here just want money. People out here just blah, blah, blah. People out here just blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, the whole song and dance. And my thing is, okay, I hear that. I hear that. I understand that. But even with that, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Yes, you are. Because in those groups, while 95% of the people said that, there was about 5% of the people that said they actually enjoyed it. They actually enjoyed it. And so I started to engage with those people and say, well, what is it that you enjoyed about it? And they said things that affirmed what I already know, that it's all about you and your mindset, your capacity and ability to enjoy the experience. And that's a lot easier said than done. That comes with some training, that comes with some practice. But the point is, if you're not having an enjoyable experience while you're dating, that's not to say that things necessarily are going to work out with the people that you go out with. But it should not be a dreaded, hateful experience. And here's the thing. If that is the case, and you're going into every situation, first of all, thinking about, you know, how much you don't want to be there, how much you don't want to do this, how disappointing it's been in the past, how painful and hurtful, you know, things have ended up. If that's the attitude you're going into it with, as with anything else with a nasty attitude or bad attitude or poor expectations, it's going to be bad. It's not gonna turn out right. I don't care how great the conversation is leading up to the date or how much the profile looked like you guys had in common. If your attitude is poor about the whole situation, it's going to suck. My husband said something, because obviously this has been on my mind since I talked to her like earlier this week. And my husband, he was like, who gets it as well, because he had, before we got together and we met or whatever, he had his own dating experiences, and he was like, it was enjoyable, it was fun. I grew to like dating too. Back in the day, I didn't like it. I remember I used to say all the time that I wish somebody would just delete the process and just put me with my husband, like, you know, and we would still not like that either, because we're people. And we say we want one thing, but if the Lord just drops somebody right there in your spirit, in your lap, you're gonna find fault with that too. It'll be like, Lord, I can't trust this because I don't know nothing about this person. So you know how we do. So, but my husband said a quote when I was telling him about some of the responses and some of the things that people said they didn't like dating and why they didn't like it. And he said something that was very, 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 very pivotal. He said, people who say dating is a nightmare are a nightmare to date. I repeat, people who say dating is a nightmare are a nightmare to date. It's all about your attitude, man. It's not just about, well, let me put on a positive face. No, it's deeper than that. And I'll get to that I'll get to the solution to that in just a second. But as with anything, if you go into it, if you go into a new job with a negative attitude, if you go into, you can ask athletes before they go play games, they got to get their head in the game, because if they have any kind of negativity, any kind of poor attitude going into it, it's going to affect the way they experience whatever it is they're getting ready to do. So with that, I'm a solutions person. I've been doing this work now, first as a therapist and counselor, now as a, like I said, dating strategist and consultant. I've been doing this work for a really long time. And so I'm about solutions. And when I found out that this was an issue, and I realized that this was such a big issue, like I knew that people had trouble with dating and connecting with people. And there's, I got whole programs and stuff for that. But the dating act itself is supposed to be enjoyable. And so if it's not for you, here's the solution. I have created what I call the Black Dating Experiment. It is a Facebook community in which I will do what I call 30-day date challenge. This is something that I do with some of the clients, and you're going to get a very much abbreviated version of it, but I just know that the experience of dating is not supposed to be dreadful. It's not supposed to be something that brings you anxiety and displeasure. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be lighthearted. And if it's not, you need to get into the Black Dating Experiment on Facebook. It's Facebook community. And what I'm going to do, and this is all free, there's no charges for this or anything. What I'm going to do is do a training video. And the training video is going to give you specifically what you need to check within yourself to change your attitude about dating. Because if you're, like I said, if you're experiencing poor dating, you're not enjoying it, not only are you doing it wrong, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're dating without knowing how to date. Point blank, period. That's it. You don't know how to date. And so you need to, before you start looking for your husband and doing all that, you need to know how to date. And so that is what this experiment is going to do. Because dating is more than just, let me get online and see what I can, okay. Or let me go to the grocery store, put on my lipstick and see what I'm, No, it's more to it than that. And that's really the approach that we've been doing. And I call them drag-alongs. Y'all ain't going on dates. Y'all going on drag-along. Because y'all like, I gotta get dressed. I gotta talk to somebody. And I'm like, you just getting drug along. You ain't on no date. Dates are supposed to be fun. Dates are supposed to be enjoyable. Dates are supposed to be something that even if it doesn't work out with that person, both of y'all still walk away saying, man, that was fun. You know, I really enjoyed that person. We'll never see them again, but I enjoyed, you know, the experience. So head on over to facebook.com/groups/Black Dating Experiment. It's a brand new group. Has nobody in it right now because I just created it for the purpose of this experiment. Go there, request to join, and then once you're accepted, you will find the training video or videos. I'm not sure if it's going to be one or multiple ones at this point, but you will find the video or videos, watch those, take note, do what it says, because there's going to be some specific instructions, not only about you and your attitude or internal adjustments to make, but about things perhaps to put on or not have on your dating profile. So follow the instructions, and then the actual challenge of the 30-day challenge will be presented at the end of the training video. And then you're all set. And then along the way, you'll be getting instructions on what to do as you're doing the experiment. All right, you guys, I'm looking forward to helping you and improving everybody's dating experience. Let's get this work. See y'all in the group, Black Dating Experiment on Facebook.